I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
Built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest.
All right, guys. I don't know if you remember or if any of you have seen. I did a short on this car probably 3 or 4 months ago called "Don't Drink and Weld," and that right there is why. This is the back support for the whole front suspension, and it literally just ripped off the car trying to get it in here. Take it up. Didn't want to put it on the lift, or didn't need to, but we kind of want to see what everything looks like under here. I have an idea. Oh, it's as bad as I had ever hoped. Holy hell. Oh my Lord.
It's even worse than it was outside.
Don't look at it. Just don't even look. Wow. The transmission cross. Oh, my light died. The transmission cross member actually looks like no meth was involved, and whoever did that, my light died, but whoever did that weld might have actually had a helmet on. Because I'm not sure the rest of these they did. Like, what in the holy Hannah is going? Oh my. Ooh. We've got pre-made gussets. Nice. It's not gusseted to anything, but there's a gusset there. Oh, we got a light. Hey, look at that. I don't know what it's for. Don't worry, if it doesn't fit, just make it fit. Oh, yep, that's the top. Good thing we knew that. So, and I'm not sure why you'd mount the motor with it touching the cross member. Seems kind of crazy to me, but what do I know? Yeah, see this guy right here, he kind of knew how to weld. He actually had a helmet on, unlike the rest of these. Never mind, I take back what I said. It's all scary, guys. It's all scary. Look at that. Yeah, just plate some stuff, call it good. You know what? Don't worry about it. It'll all be okay. Right. All right, guys, it gets better. Every one of those exhaust manifold bolts is cross-threaded in there. They're tight. They're cross-threaded, not coming out. God, what a mess. What are we getting ourselves into here? All right, let's see if this thing goes up in the air. Hold on. Whoa, Camel. Whoa, whoa, back down. Way too fast. Hold on, something's still attached. What could it be? Not that. Go up a little bit. Whoa. Hold up. Wait a minute. One of these bolts is actually doing something. Ish. A little more, Andy. Keep going. Set it back down. So none of the brackets on any of this, up just a hair again, sorry. So none of this stuff is tight or square. Go ahead and go down. Okay, whoa. So this one's leaned out this way, that one's leaned back and in, so nothing wants to come out. This bolt is stuck, so we'll get something in, yeah. Hold on, I found this motor mount here. Be free, little buddy! Okay, let's try this again. Up. Oh, whoa.
Hanging on the passenger side.
Something is tight again. Oh no, it's tight again. Yeah, we'll just stick our head right in here and yeah, nothing. Yeah, the computer's in it because, you know, it's ready to run. She's the driver, clean, one owner, all highway miles. I'm gonna shut this before we end up with something stupid. Go ahead and bump it up again. Oh, I found it. The old exhauster pipe is connected to the, I don't even know what you call that. All right, I'll get this out of the way in a jiffy. All right, now that we cut one weld and smacked it lightly with a hammer and that piece fell out, let's go up some more. Okay, hold on, Andy.
I got a strap on this side.
Yeah, won't really.
Fuel line or something over here.
Yeah, the fuel line's, yeah, okay. I don't really like it because guys, got the Lincoln up off the motor and transmission and front suspension here. We're going to get the motor and front clip separated, just a couple bolts. We'll get the Crown Vic stuff out of the way, and then we're going to slide the motor up over here for now. I am trying to convince the owner to put a Coyote in it and do it right. This LS was rebuilt, but it's oily and I don't think it has been touched. And as you can see, the killer work continues on the engine and the harness. So we're gonna set the engine and transmission on a couple of caster deals here and see if we can't slide it out of the way. All right guys, welcome back. Back together on the stinking Lincoln here. Got a bunch of stuff cleaned out from underneath the hood. All the wiring is pulled back and tucked underneath here in the heater box area. And then I went ahead and built a little cradle here. The car's leveled up, squared up. I reused their sketchiness here. It's actually welded on pretty good. They're not pretty, but they're not coming off, so I just built off that. Nice structure here, so the car is solid and level. It is sitting weighted on the rear end, so that is where the car sits for ride height in the back. See if I can get back here, show you. Yeah, so that's ride height. That's where the tire sits when the car is rolling. So it's leveled up. Now I can start cutting. We're gonna cut out all the inner fender. I'm gonna cut out that battery little box there that they put in for some reason. I'm gonna cut out all the inner fenders, so I'll make all new inner fenders for it. Gonna cut the frame off. I'll probably start long. Got to move these yet, so probably start long and then trim back into it. Same thing here, probably cut into here. And I don't know how I'll do it, if I'll tie my frame into here. There's a bunch of stuff inside of that. with the bolts for the front bumper and all that I gotta contend with. So cut out these braces, everything in here. I have seen this done. I can't remember the YouTube channel. There's some guys who were building one of these with a Godzilla in it. I've watched their video, and this was kind of my thought before I saw this that they were doing, but it kind of reassured me that it's the way to go about it. Cut it out, build a square tube frame. We got a piece of 2x6 outside we'll bring in here. We'll start cutting up. Today, I think I'm gonna start cutting and cleaning. Like I said, just get this cleaned out. So enough rambling, I guess. Let's bust out the fire stick and cut that thing out. Let's get after it. All right, guys, sweating to death. It's hot in here now, but we're making a mess. Have you ever gotten into a project and thought, what in the hell was I thinking when I took this on? This is one of them. So we got all that inner fender cut out. I'm gonna do some more looking. Probably gonna leave that corner piece over there that's bulged out. Then I can just make my piece tie into that. Obviously, we'll clean things up, make them nice and straight, but for now, just getting rough cuts. Let's get everything out of there. Yeah, the frame will come off, like I said, down below, all those bumper bolts and everything. So that's why I cut all that loose, so we can get the new frame put in there. I'll spend some time cutting all this stuff out down in the corners here, those braces going up from the main structure to the frame, the core support here, I guess, into the bottom of the frame, and then same over there. That frame will get cut out. I'm gonna save as much of that piece of the inner fender as I can. Probably cut it straight down all the way to the frame and then corner cut it. So if I can tie that back in, we'll just tie that piece back in, make it look like it was never touched. And then we'll do some cool bead rolling, something artsy-fartsy in there, make the engine bay look really good. Yeah, this is definitely a lot more work than I thought it was gonna be, just getting that out of there. Oh, and I wanted to show you this. Come into my office. It's crowded. Ow, my shirt's stuck, it's dirty. Oh. So this is why these old cars rust. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, whatever, it doesn't matter. There's multiple layers of steel here. That's raw steel. This is original, uncoated in both spots. And obviously I cut it, so I'm gonna clean this up and I'll weld this back together and clean it all up so it's all one piece again. But I'm gonna clean this up, and all this is gonna get sprayed with a self-etching primer there. But people wonder why these cars rust of this era. It's the way they're put together. There's no coating in between these panels. So I know I've showed that before, but I'm gonna continue to show it because it blows my mind how they did that. So anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna take lunch break real quick, and we'll get back at it. Well, no turning back now. It's missing something. Didn't really move at all. The blade got a little bound up right at the bottom of the first cut, but barely at all. Once I got all the way through it, it moved like 1/8 of an inch in and down just a hair. So not too shabby. I kind of think that all of this is going to get cleaned out here, which I kind of thought. This will get cleaned out. This will all go away. Bumper is going to come off. Well, this bumper piece is going to come off, and then I'm going to build, I don't know yet. Thought I had a game plan. Probably cut some pieces that slide inside here on both sides and maybe the bottom. And then we'll plug weld them from the outside, kind of add some structure inside, and then we'll make a plate that slides underneath here, I think maybe. I don't know. Do some measuring. Here, again, I'm not sure. I got to get a measurement on that frame from outside on the 53 and see how wide it is, see where our plates need to hit. But I'm pretty sure those guys took a lot of this structure out too, this inner piece here. So I'm gonna go back and do some looking on their video just to see. I could tie it into here for sure. Definitely have some strength in there. We could cut out these brackets for the steering, but I think they tied theirs clear in back here. So as you can see it, they're back in there more. So we're gonna do some more looking and see. All else fails, I'll build some plates that kind of fit that whole frame horn over there, kind of bring it all together, and then we'll come out with our 2x6. So I know that 2x6 is going to be bigger than this, so it'll end up dying into the bottom here, kind of encapsulate all that there. So we'll get something happening. I'm going to get that other side cut out and we'll go from there. Oops. All right, guys, this one was a tough one to cut up. If this car wouldn't have been messed up already, I probably wouldn't have done it. Like, this is a pretty solid car. There's no rust that I can see or have found yet. Nothing. There's also no frame. I don't know what happened here. Somebody got a little excited with the Sawzall. I don't know who that was. Anyway, I kind of have a game plan for tomorrow. I think this is actually 2.5 wide outside to outside. So I think what's gonna happen is this is gonna get trimmed back to make it 2 wide. That way my plate will come across all of this and then back into here. We're gonna make slugs that go inside of here that come out that we can attach to. And then same thing here. This is gonna get cleaned up and probably boxed down into the frame, however it sits. This needs to get cleaned up. Definitely some more cleanup to do. That's definitely a thing around here. Some more cleanup, but we got a good base to start with tomorrow. And this is kind of what I wanted to get done today. The owner actually just stopped by, super excited. We are ordering a Team 321 narrowed Crown Vic subframe. We used one on that 53 Ford Bad Investments that we did. Makes them 4.5 inches narrower, I believe, which makes the track width almost identical to the back. It's just a hair wider. So that's gonna be way better. When this car was here originally, I don't know, I don't have any pictures of it, I don't think, but them tires sat flush with the outside of it here, and they don't look good. I mean, look how much that inside is tucked in back there, quite a bit. So the front and the back will definitely match now. It'll look way better. So I'm gonna get a hold of them, make sure that goes out on Thursday, hopefully, and play the waiting game. But like I said, we can pull measurements off that Bad Investments Ford because it's definitely here still. So yeah, cutting up a classic, guys. That's what we do here. Hopefully we make them better, but I don't know. Sometimes it feels like we just cut them apart. All right, guys, welcome back to the shop. Back on the stinking Lincoln here. We're gonna get that cleaned up a little better. We're gonna get that front end cleaned up the rest of the way today. Hopefully start getting some frame rails designed up, kind of placed in there loosely, I think. I did talk to Team 321, and they are the builders of that narrowed cross member we use on a couple of these projects now. Getting one on the way. Talked to him this morning, like I said, kind of gave him the layout of what we're doing, and we're gonna get one coming. So that's on its way. Probably won't be here till, God, probably the second weekend in January, which kind of stinks. Really didn't want this thing sitting in here that long, but we've got that to do. I've got a bunch of other small projects we can do. So we're gonna get rolling on some of that stuff and go from there, I guess. So I'm gonna get that piece of steel drug in here for the frame, and we'll get cut. guys, Chris is over there cutting some more stuff out of the front boxes on this thing. I'm gonna build a jig that simulates the front cross member that we're gonna put in it. We're gonna get it set up under the car so we have something to take our frame rails into. So we'll keep cutting. All right, guys, Chris and I got everything kind of centered up here on the fender well. We held the tire up there and got it centered up. Went and built this jig like I was talking about. So this is mimicking the frame section that we're buying, cross member. So we're gonna build our frame rails to come inside here, and it actually lines up pretty dang good with the inner frame, inside the frame of the car. So we're gonna run straight out into this, stop here, and then we'll build a piece that comes out and ties the front back in. So I think we're gonna start on the back pieces here, get those going. We'll cut that 2x6. I think that's, yeah, we got it laying over here, dried out from sitting outside. Got the saw set up, but yeah, everything's center lined off the fender wells, center lined off the center of the car. And that, like I said, is just mimicking our center section for that narrowed Crown Vic we're gonna pick up. So let's get to cutting.
I mean, we're set up on our jig.
Yep, it's not going, I could tack it to this too, so we can use the clamps again. I'd be thinking with my dipstick, dude. That needs turned up. For any hard penetration. Just a hair. Come on. All right, guys, half a day down here at the shop. It is Christmas Eve. I know this will be out after Christmas, so we're only putting a half a day in here. But we did get some stuff done. We got 2 frame rails in it. So this here is simulating, like I said, that cross member. So these are our frame rails. They are welded in to the frame. They're slugged inside there, like you can see this one. We got 2 circles there cut out, so we're gonna rosette weld those so it's slugged into the frame. Then it'll get fish plated out on both sides, top and bottom. So that's gonna be nice and gusseted. And then this gives us our destination is right here, I think. We're gonna end up coming in halfway in the top of this bolt hole and hitting down here, or pretty close. That's what it ends up looking like. That way this section of the frame will be straight. It'll run right in there. And then we'll just build another piece up to finish this off to hit in here. But what we are gonna do is it will be slid down inside of here, welded up all around it, then covered up, and like I said, the bumper will bolt back in like it's supposed to. So we have, I took this one off, but so we lasered from one side of the car to the other. We have string lines on both sides. They're all marked out so we can move them, and then we can get in and out. And then this cross member is exactly the same width as what his cross member is that he builds. So 16 inches is dead center with this string line. And then we have it lasered inside line. You can see the silver mark there. And then we've got mark on the firewall. So we've got everything all able to be squared up and go from there. Everything's nice and level. It looks good. So moving right along. I don't know if Chris will be able to come back and help me another day this week. That was kind of our hope, but he's got family in town, so we'll see. If not, no big deal. I get it. We're gonna keep trucking along here. So it might just be me finishing up this frame section. We'll see. And I do know we've got to go one day to my other buddy's shop and tack weld a 9-inch into a 56 Chevy, and then bring it back here, weld it all together, clean up another rear axle for him. So I think one day I'm gonna spend some time on doing work for him. Anyway, I'll probably pick this back up in this video, so we'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, welcome back to the shop. Completely different day than yesterday. Not only the date, but we were getting snow yesterday. Now it's sunny and like 50 degrees outside. So day after Christmas here. I know this video is gonna be up a little bit late, but survived the holidays. Hoped all you did too. Let me get back on this monstrosity here. I'm gonna try and get some angles figured out on our frame offset and whatnot, and then we will start cutting some pieces out. Got some 2x6 left sitting over here, so let's get cutting. All right guys, so I'm gonna bring this frame piece in here. I do need to trim this real quick. I've noticed now that the frame kind of dips in, but I'm gonna use this piece of TIG wire to help get our bends, kind of hold our angles, and then we can make our piece come off of here and then into this, make nice gradual bends. So let me get the grinder, I'll trim this off, and we'll start getting some final measurements.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now.
All right guys, here we are. It does have tires underneath it, they are not staying. We temped in the original Crown Vic just so we can move this car around. So we bolted a piece to the front end and then tacked it to the car. Built some riser pads here for the rear just to get it in there. We do want to move this car out. It's going to be probably 3 weeks till I see the right parts for the front end, so we want to be able to move it out because we have too much stuff going on to keep it sitting in here plugging up the shop. So, but this is the front end. She's all in, welded up, gusseted it up inside out. Definitely looking way better than it was. So yeah, I am going to let it down here. In the next video, we're going to get started on getting some interior panels made for the core support and the inner fenders, tying all that back together. So got us a new sheet of 18 gauge and some poster board over there so we can start designing and kind of pre-building, and then we'll transfer it to some steel, cut it out, and go from there. So like always guys, like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you think of this project. It's definitely an interesting one. It's one that'll probably be around for a while because we still got to get an engine in it and all that stuff, but this is phase 1. So let me know what you think. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of it or any of our other projects, like the 67 we're gonna get started on here, our Princess Bronco that we're building, anything else we got going. So until next time guys, keep building awesome stuff. Later.